Hello, everybody. It is Friday, August the 29th, going into a nice, for most people, 3-day weekend. World-class fishing going on right now. We'll tell you all about it. Glad you're here on the Outer Banks. Going to hate to see you go because after this weekend, things start thinning down a little bit. But I'll be right back to tell you everything that's happening from the Gulf Stream to the mainland, so stay right where you're at.
Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Manteo, can help you find the right insurance coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, car, life, or health insurance, Clint will go to work for you to make sure that you're well taken care of. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Call Clint today at 473-2119 or swing by and pay him a visit at his office in Manteo. He'd love to see you. Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent that's ready to go to work for you. Real. That's the first word that comes to mind when I think about Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor. Yeah, they're the first and last place you see coming to and leaving the Outer Banks on Highway 64 in Dare County, but they're also real when it comes to fresh local seafood. Troy Outland, real. Curtis and Josh, real. The indoor crab shedders, real. Stop by and see for yourself right next to White Shopping Center and check them out on social media. Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor, real.
So Hatters had their traditional August fishing, limit of dolphin for most boat or mahi, whatever you want to call them. And they had some scattered wahoo, some scattered blackfin tuna, a couple of sailfish. You throw all that together and they do what they do really well on Hatters. They come up with a day of variety and fun. And everybody is just happy to be fishing. We're not having to run from a hurricane. The weather looks good, and offshore fishing is good. They're inshore boats or nearshore boats catching Spanish mackerel, bluefish, and they even had some sheephead. That looked really good. And we'll talk more about their backcountry boats here a little bit later in today's report. At Oregon Inlet, world-class, fabulous marlin fishing. Primarily white marlin, but there are a few blue marlin, which are the big ones, and sailfish. And so for people that may not know, the blue marlins are the rarest and the biggest. And they average 300 to 500 pounds, but get up and over 1,000. The white marlin are the most numerous, but they average 7 feet long and 60 pounds, and a really, really big one would be 90 pounds. And then sailfish, they have the length, and there can be fairly numerous at times, but they might average 35 to 55 pounds. So they're long and slender and have that big sail. But they're catching them all out of Oregon Inlet. We had boats. Yesterday I saw boats with a blue marlin and 15 white marlin. I saw a total of 17. Usually some of the flags on the riggers were hard to understand and count. They were so close together. And if you're riding around and you look at the boat and you say, well, why are all their flags upside down? They're not drunk. They're not crazy. Anytime a flag is upside down in the outrigger, that means the fish was released to fight another day. So that's why almost everything, 99% of the billfish we catch nowadays are released alive. There was pretty good dolphin fishing for some of the boats. Limits. I saw Carl Helmkamp on the Fistful, who I give the award for the most, taking the most care of his fish. When he throws fish on the dock, they look like they were just caught. Really spend some money on good icing, and him and his mate are known for that, and something that's near and dear to me. But they did well. Their inshore fleet, Oregon Inlet's inshore fleet, had tilefish, they had some puppy drum, they had some Spanish mackerel, and they had some bluefish. So a little bit of everything there. And then we jump over to the piers. We had a nice Gold Star catch at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. A 40-pound king mackerel caught off Jeanette's Pier. That's trophy fishing at its finest when you can catch a 40-pound king off of the pier. And all the piers been having some of these 7 to 9 pound bluefish. Real crowd pleasers, great eating size, a lot of fun to catch. And there's been a pretty good red drum bite, especially when the wind comes around out of the east and it starts blowing there. We had that same thing going on in the surf. There was a nighttime bite last couple of nights in Rodanthe on some drum, a few at Cape Point. Jeanette's Pier has done pretty well, but when the wind comes around out of the southwest, all that really, really slows down. But nonetheless, in the surf, there's some pompano now, there's some sea mullets, there's the bluefish we've been talking about, croakers. This is good old summertime pan frying season. Pan frying meaning you don't need to fillet them, you head them, scale them, and gut them. Pan fry them whole. That's a good grub in the neighborhood. One of my favorites is a pan-fried croaker. So we'll take a little break, and I'll come right back and talk to you about this drum bite that they're having back in the Sound. I'll be right back.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
So a lot of guys are doing some practice fishing because this weekend is Saturday is the Gibbs-Shoal fishing tournament over in Engelhard. That tournament will support the Engelhard Volunteer Fire Department. And they kept me from burning my house down, so naturally they're pretty near and dear to me. The tournament will be going on down, if you know where the Big Trout Marina is and restaurant, it's right down there in that neighborhood on Hill Drive in Engelhard this year, not at the high school, but it is there. And guys, for practice fishing today, there's a good drum bite. A lot of that drum fishing, though, is a nighttime bite, not all of it, but some of it. So they are doing really well on the drum, and the speckled trout bite continues to be very good. We all were plenty nervous with the cold stun event this spring, actually last winter, but we have seen that the trout fishing has been good mostly all summer long. So everybody is getting geared up for the Gibbs-Shoal fishing tournament. You can go online on Facebook to Gibbs-Shoal fishing tournament and you'll find anything you want to know about that tournament. There's other ways to contribute too. You can buy a t-shirt, you can buy some barbecue. There's lots of things you can do. So come on over to Engelhard on Saturday, and the weigh-ins I believe will be from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So if you want to come over and see what's up in Engelhard. And that's about it for our fishing report for today. And we got a 3-day weekend coming up. One of the busiest weekends on the Outer Banks. And like I said in the intro, when I was a charter boat captain, I was really anxious when August and Labor Day was done, September, so I could have some peace and quiet. But when I got into the tackle business and had a retail store in Nags Head, I was out on the side of the road crying when Labor Day rolled around. They were all leaving, like, don't leave. So anyway, it's a big weekend, and then everything will kind of slow down a little bit, and that'll be good. The locals have worked really hard this year, so support your local merchants, especially your local tackle shops. You'll get competitively priced tackle and bait. Not only that, you'll get fresh bait, not frozen bait, but what you really get is local knowledge, and that's free. And that's why you want to go to your local tackle shops and support them. And I do hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. We'll wrap it all up first part of next week. May the good Lord bless you and have a safe weekend.